You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and your favourite podcasts.
Right, Chris.
Alrighty, good evening. How are you? Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good night, goodbye. Hello. We thought, hey, that's it for the watch-alongs. There's no matches now to the new season, when we're probably going to be starting off on about -45 if all the rumours are true. It keeps getting more and more every time I read about it. We might even have a manager then. Could it be Southgate? Could we be waiting for Southgate to retire? I mean, there are rumours that this will be his last tournament, and I know a lot of people aren't particularly fans of him as the England manager. But then, let's be honest with you, hi Manny, who is fans of England managers? We don't like any of them, do they? Until somebody wins us the bloody World Cup again, nobody's going to be happy with the England manager. But it's a Euros. Well, last time we got to the final. This time, what will happen? Let's get my guest in, and we'll have a chat, pre-match, and find out. Craig, hello, sir. How the devil are you?
Hello, Chris. You all right, mate?
Yes, indeed. Can I just say to anybody that's watching and was watching the show last night, because over on Up the Cherries in all departments, oh no, it's Up the Cherries now, isn't it?
He's up the cherries, yeah.
We were doing the show, and Craig hasn't moved, and he's still been talking since last night.
Just had a change of shirt, to be fair. You know, it was like that, isn't it?
At least you had that, but you know, and he's still on the same question, if truth be known. Let's just quickly go through the chat. Milo is in. Milo, hello, how are you? How the devil are things going? I love this, Milo. I'll turn off the volume on the game when it's on so I can hear you. You are a gentleman, sir. You are a gentleman. Nate is in all the way from America. Joan Armour Trading Song. Hi, Nate. How you doing? Milo saying hello to everybody. And Ant's in. Big up, Chris. Going for a 2-1 Germany win, but Scotland will give them a game. Well, let's talk about that with Craig here, who is obviously a big Welsh fan himself, but you know, we don't mention that. Look, I've actually got, we did this show on your channel last night, but you weren't allowed to actually give all your predictions out for some reason. So, where have you got this group? How have you got this group finishing?
To be honest, I can see, you know, Germany winning it. They're going to win it at Cancer. I can see Hungary getting through. Scotland, I think, will finish third and Swiss fourth. But to be honest, with you. I think Scotland, will go through as one of the four best third place teams. But I wouldn't be surprised that Scotland do spring some surprises. You've got a very, very good solid side there. Probably the weakest area of the pitch has got to probably be the defence. But going forwards, it looks promising. Never rated Che Adams. I don't know why. I think it might be that he plays for Southampton.
Yes, I think. No, I don't think it is. I know it is.
Can you remember when he went there and he said, "Oh yeah, we're going to win things here"? And I thought, well, the only thing you'll be winning is the championship, and they didn't even win that because you won that. So yeah, I just don't rate him. But this German side, as much as everybody. See, this worries me with this German side. They're at home. And they're kind of gone under the radar. Now, there's still a lot of quality. There's Tony Kroos there, Manuel Neuer, Rudiger, Gundogan. I can never say his bloody name properly. And of course, Kai Havertz hasn't been too bad as well. So they've got a lot of quality. Don't get me wrong, this is far from the strongest German team that they've had. But I would put it probably on par with their German side, probably around the start of the millennium, Euro 2000. Don't get me wrong, that wasn't a great German side either. As much as we love the 5-1 and we'll rub that in their faces forevermore, they weren't particularly a great side then. And I think this is a transition side as well. So even though I don't think they'll win it, I think they'll probably win this group because they are by far the strongest.
Well, the players are on the pitch. It's about to kick off.
It's not meant to kick off just yet.
No, your answer seems to have taken us to that point.
Oh, sorry.
I love it, Craig. I love you, man. Thank you very much.
But I tell you what, we were speaking about, of course, on the show last night, and by all means, do go and have a look. We had Luther Blissett also having talking about the selection, and even though England are favourites, I think that I think there is quite a bit of a. It's going to be difficult. The French are the side to beat, and the French are going to be solid, aren't they?
Anyway, let's just pause that so I can get a word in as the host. At least this way, at least I do get my whole seat. He's not trying to edge me off my seat like he is when we're down the pub. What's that?
Twat. Love you, really, Chris.
We love each other. Here we go.
Yeah.
Anyway,
what the hell was that?
Basically, you've got Germany, Hungary, Scotland, Switzerland in that order, have you?
Yeah.
Brilliant. I will give you the abridged version, everybody. Well, I've got Germany. Yeah, I know. In all seriousness, I agree totally with what you say. But they're at home. They will go under the radar, I think, because they've not. They've already been playing friendlies. Now, I've actually got Scotland finishing second. Even Doug, our resident Scots fan, didn't have that. He had Hungary. I just feel the way that Scotland qualified out of their group, and let's be honest with you, that wasn't necessarily expected.
That was a strong group as well.
It was, and I think they're pretty much going in on a bit of a high. So I think they will surprise, and it's not, apart from Germany, it's not a particularly strong group. Yes, you've got Switzerland, who seem to always get through the group stage, don't they? But I think this might be the time they don't. Hungary, I'm quite a liking for Hungary, but no, I can see Scotland doing an upset here and getting through as second, if not, like you said, as one of the best thirds, which is ridiculous, to be honest with you, because there's no way you can do a prediction thing or anything because you've no fucking idea who's playing who.
Well, I've done a prediction thing. I've done a prediction. I've
Well,
done the
I
whole
looked at it.
tournament, Chris.
I predicted the groups, but I didn't go any further than that because you got best third place, and it depends how many goals they've scored as to who goes through in third.
You know what? It's scary. Me and Matt did them, and by all means, go and watch them afterwards. After the game, of course. And I tell you what, our tournament and how it all panned out was quite similar. Honestly, we didn't copy each other.
Mm.
It was a case that that's the way we think it's going to go. There was a little bit of bias in there, I guess, but towards a certain team. But I think that was always going to come out. We are hoping, aren't we, and praying that.
We're not going to win it because we've got Harry Kane in it. I've told you that. So,
No, I didn't. No, Chris. Like I said to you before, he if he wins nothing, if he wins absolutely jack shit, I completely agree that he's had a much better. Jamie Vardy's had a much better career than him, but the thing is this is the time he needs to start winning things, and this tournament and the World Cup in 2 years' time, which is the one I've earmarked because I think Sir Eddie Howe of Paul and Bournemouth, think should get the nod if Southgate goes. He will play in that attacking style that will suit England's play. That's what concerns me. Is Southgate will play this very let's contain them sort of football rather than going right. Well, 1-0 up. Fuck it. Let's go for a second. Let's go for a third. Let's try and snuff this game out rather than we've gone 1-0 up. Let's.
But
just try
what
and
I'm
contain
saying
it.
is that nobody else could go to the most dominant team in Germany.
Yeah.
That has won everything, and the first year he's there, they don't win a sweet FA. I mean, that is just Harry Kane. But look, we'll talk about Harry Kane on Sunday in more detail. But I did a prediction, but just for the group stages. But I mean, this is when I actually posted this on Twitter, I actually said the enemy of our enemy is our friends.
Yeah.
But does that work? Because we've got two enemies here, haven't we? Who do you want? I mean, I don't know about you. I hate Germany, and as one comedian once said, they bombed my chip shop during the war. So I hate the Germans. Who was it? Liverpudlian comedian. I can't remember his name now.
Oh dear. John Bishop.
Anyway. No. It's going further back from that.
Oh, is it? Maybe Tommy Cooper.
No, not that far back. But anyway, somebody will tell me in the chat who it is. But we also hate Scotland because,
you completely missed that,
Scotland. Sorry?
You completely missed that. I said Tommy Cooper. You said about your age. Further back, I said, it's your age. But personally, I don't hate either of these sides. Germany, to be honest, I've met a lot.
It's 8 p.m. kickoff, Milo. Sorry, mate.
Yes.
Sorry, carry on, Craig. Sorry.
I've met a lot of nice German people. In fact, I did go out with a German girl years ago.
I have heard that they are very, very good at hanging wallpaper.
Fuck's
sake. That was off camera. You couldn't see what I was doing, folks.
And Scotland, I'd love to see Scotland do well. So I've not got this hatred for, any team. To be honest, the team that I really dislike aren't even in the Euros, and I wish we got through to the final, got past France and got to the final of the World Cup in Qatar, because we would be playing said team. And it would have been
France. I guess you're referring to.
No, not France. We played France in the quarters. If we got past France, right. Argentina. That's the fucking team. I can't stand. I cannot stand them.
No, I hate them as well. But and Niall's in. I've got to say hi, Niall. He's obviously back in Scotland because he's from north of the Hadrian's Wall, which I honestly think they should rebuild and make it twice as high. But sorry, Niall. Look, I'm torn with this one because, like I said, I hate Germany and I hate Scotland. not for any reason. I mean, obviously Scotland didn't bomb my chip shop during the war, but you've got
delivered some
there are
haggis to it.
rivals. They just showed before then. When the Scots won at Wembley, they took our goalposts with them when they went home. I mean, absolutely hooligans, a lot of them.
Mate, they didn't, bomb the
They
chip
did,
shop.
they
They delivered you the battered Mars bars. And
Yeah.
anybody who's had a fucking battered Mars bar, got to appreciate Scotland.
Indeed. But no, I just it's the rivalry. It's the same with Wales, isn't it? I mean, they are rivals because of the where everybody is.
Dislike them
That's it, Nate. Well done, Stan Boardman. That's it.
I don't dislike them either. I honestly, to be honest, there's only one international team that I can't stick, and that's Argentina. But personally, I think, Scotland could spring some surprises. I think both of these teams will get out of the group. I think, I've even predicted we're going to have to get past Germany at one point. You'll have to watch my predictions to find out where that is. But, I think, to be honest, I've got nothing against either side. I think.
Oh. Well, you are the one English fan maybe that doesn't then, but yeah, I hate the Germans.
Sing about them. We sing about them to wind them up, but it's not it's not pure hatred.
Oh, it is. I'll tell you, but that's no. When I say hatred, it's football hatred. And let's put this to bed before we go to any further. But there's hatred and there's football hatred. And the football hatred is born out of banter and the fact that they beat us, and we beat them, and the same with Scotland because they are our neighbours. So yeah, that is it. That is why. But look, you're with us tonight. It's 10 minutes to go to kick off. So we've got time for one more question for Craig.
I was just having a look. We're seeing what's happening on the.
There's a lot of colourful dancers at the moment.
There's a lot of colourful dancers in their lederhosen, put nicely. Yeah.
I tell you what, thing with Germany though, of course, is that it's the only place in the world where when they have a sausage competition, the winner is the worst. Sorry, Rob. If you do like
Babe Station.
I wouldn't know. But if you
don't lie.
If you like all things Babe Station, do get over to Craig's channel, Up the Cherries, and it is a good laugh. It is a good station. So do get over there and give them your support. Craig will always wear it.
Yes.
Bloody hell, Chris. Well, hey, look, you don't come to me. I am not Stan Boardman. I will say that from the start. It is a strong lineup that Germany got out. You mentioned it in the first question, but I've got it down on my list. So I'm still going to ask you. But I say Neuer is in there, Rudiger, Kroos, Wirtz, funnily enough, Gundogan, and Havertz. But when you look at Scotland, they've got Gunn in goal. Tierney, Robertson captain there, McTominay, McGinn, Adams. This isn't a Scotland of old, is it? This is, they've got some decent players.
Ryan Christie as well. Ryan Christie, fantastic.
Yes, they have. Yes.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he is somebody that both myself and Matt rave about all the time. So, yeah, he's good. I think Scotland have got a good side. I think if the Germans aren't careful, Scotland could actually do something here. Let's be honest, the pressure is on them as well. If they don't get off to a good start, the whole of Germany is not going to be very happy. If Scotland won tonight, it's going to be akin to when Brazil beat Germany. Sorry, not Brazil beat Germany. Germany beat Brazil 7-1 in Brazil.
Yes.
And that it's going to be the equivalent. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's probably not going to be that heavy, but at the same time, to be beaten by Scotland on your own patch in the first game of your own Euros, they're not going to be happy bunnies, are they?
No. I mean, they've got to get off to a good start. It's expected because it's Germany.
Yeah.
All joking aside, they are we know. Look, historically they're a good team, but they always start slowly. I mean, we said yesterday about England usually start off with a draw, and I've gone for a draw tomorrow. Sunday, but Germany are never strong at the start. They get going and they build momentum as the competition goes on, doesn't he?
Yeah, they seem to, and that's what they did when they actually won the tournament as well. Of course, it culminated in that win against Brazil, and that's what it built up to. So I wouldn't be surprised if they start slower. To be honest, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. That's what they say. You can say that for a lot of things.
But I won't say who told me, but
but you could start. It's not how you start; you have to finish well.
You do.
With these tournaments,
and they are great at tournament football. The Germans. Let's be honest. James, I didn't know you were Scottish, mate. Probably because your Liverpudlian accent is so strong. I couldn't know, but he's got our key players. So James, you're a Scots, are you? Are you sat there tonight in your kilt with your rattle out? When I say rattle, I mean your football rattle, of course. Don't be rude, Craig. So, look, I'm going to ask you. We're going to ask what your score prediction is.
I'm going to go 2-1 Germany, but it's going to be a tight game.
Yes, it is. I went 3-1 yesterday on your show. I'm going to stick with that. I know they are slow starters, but it is at home, and I think that will make a difference for them.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they expect, but don't get me wrong, that place is going to be horrible if they go a goal down, and even more horrible if they get beat in this game. So, yeah, they've got to get the 3 points here. That's what they expect, and they won't accept anything less.
No. You are going to be joining us at half time.
I shall do, yeah. I might even wear my glasses, so I might go from Alan Shearer to well, what's that guy?
Alan Carr?
No. Well, yeah, it could be Alan Carr, but who's the one from Danger Mouse?
Oh, I know what you mean, but yeah. Oh, I got down more as Paddy from Emmerdale. Doesn't he wear glasses?
Yeah, I think he does, doesn't he? Yeah, yes. But he does have a bald head. But to be honest,
you're not so far off, mate.
Well,
you're not so far off.
Do you know what? It's like the M1 just going through the middle, and then it branches off.
It's like the M6 where you've got that farmhouse in the middle that wouldn't sell, and the motorway has to go round it.
It's like the tuft of hair. Hey,
James says, "Lol, haven't got a kilt, Chris. I'm of Scottish descent." Right. Fair enough, James. Fair enough.
I did wonder if because of course a lot of Liverpool people from Liverpool don't particularly like the England.
Oh no, they don't, do they? That's the thing. They like our benefits, and they like our. No, they like our universal credit, and they like the tax. They like all that, but they don't like the king or the country. So I'd say we'll fuck off to Ireland to a lot of them. But there we go. Okay. Hello, Liverpool.
Can you imagine?
Sorry, James. Look, James. I jest. Mate.
Can you imagine? In a couple of years. Well, maybe in 10 years' time, 12 years' time, it'll be Germany versus Scousland.
Yeah. Klinsmann is holding the trophy up like they've won it already. Don't fall over and dive and drop it, Jurgen. But no, I mean, so I will say goodbye to you for now.
Yes, I shall see you a bit later on.
I will see you at half time, and I shall now go and put all my underwear on and everything, which is a bit like putting a bra on this. But see you at half time, sir. Thank you very much.
Right, I'll see you at half time then, Chris.
Take care, buddy.
Behave yourself. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Well, Where is Kelly? Right, anyway, I'm off. See you later.
See you in a bit, mate.
Cheers. Get over there, check Up the Cherries channel out. It's a great channel, and he's a great friend of this channel as well. That's Craig. His shows are 4 hours long, and that's just for the first question. But apart from that, he is really, really good. Right, let me get all this set up then. It's been a while since we've done a watch along, isn't it? Here we go. As it says in the top corner there, not many in for this because obviously not like it's a Leicester game, but no spoilers. Spoilers, I will just kick you straight out. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Yes, indeed. So it's a watch along. Hello, good evening, and welcome. Scotland, well, Germany hosts kicking off the tournament. Euro 2024 is here. Can we win it? Bob the Builder, of course, would say yes, we can, but who knows? We will wait and see. It is Scotland that are playing them. Like I say, I don't know who I want to win because, like I say, I can't say friends of my enemy and my enemies my friends because they're both enemies. Oh, Nate says he'd have Klinsmann back as US manager. Fair play, yeah. Fair play, all joking aside. Got to say, Flower of Scotland is one of my favourite anthems. It is very passionate. We've got an awful one. God save the king now, isn't it? But yeah, it's not inspired. Show the Pink Panther. Can you imagine the England team walking out to the Pink Panther theme? Dum 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 dum. It'd be so cool, wouldn't it? You know, Tony Cruz in the final months of his playing days. What a player! What a crosser! What a career he has had. I agree, James. And you know what? He, like I say, I think Scotland will go through, but I think they will go through second. So Doug only went for them third. So I've gone for them second. But I can't see them beating Germany, if I'm honest with you. Let me be neutral again. And that's where you can follow us all on social media, by the way, guys. LTID TV. It is on every channel. That's how you find us. And if you do go on to into Instagram, which I just noticed I haven't got there, whoopsie-daisy. If you do go on, follow us on Instagram. We are, it's on this day. That's all our Instagram is. LTID TV, everything about what happened to Leicester on this day through history. Jason's gone third as well. Tough group in general. Hungary and Switzerland are no pushovers. They're not, I wouldn't call it a group of death, but they're not pushovers. You're right. So anyway, let's have a look. It's a 4-2-3-1 for Germany. Neuer in goal. Mittelstadt, Tar, Rudiger, Kimmich across the back. Kroos, Andrich in the midfield. Müller, Gundogan, Wirtz with just behind Havertz up front. 4-2-3-1. My God, there's a lot of subs. I think they've got the whole squad of subs, haven't they? Gundogan, obviously, you'll know from Manchester City. And we'll just wait for the Scottish team to come up, which it now does. They are playing a 3-4-2-1. So they've got Gunn in goal, Tierney, Hendry, and Porteous across the back three. Robertson, McGregor, McTominay, Ralston across the four, across the middle. McGinn and Christie behind Shea Adams up front. We do know what Shea Adams can do. He's a very, very good player. And you've got some good players, as we said earlier. You have got some good players there, Scotland. This is not the Scottish team. It's going to be a pushover like, in fairness, you have in the past. You have to say you've got some very, very good players there. But can Scotland do it? I think they'll cause an upset in the group by going through in second. I don't know how far they will go. But no spoilers, as it says there. I'm going to put the timer up in a second when we kick off. So you will see where I am in the game. It will be there, here, just here, this little bit here. So that's where I am in the game. No jokes, because you just get kicked out, and it's like unless there's a mod in that kicks you out for 24 hours, I kick you out permanently. So don't even joke, and we're off. There we go. Did Scotland win anything in the last Euros? Or was it the World Cup they were at? I can't remember. I know you're at the last Euros. Anyway, Germany are all in white, which is a surprise. Obviously, they want shirt sales for the away kit. They are kicking from right to left at the Alliance Stadium here. Scotland are in their dark blue kits, which I love, by the way. I do love their kits. I do like the German one as well. I love the way they incorporate the colours. England shirts are just absolutely rubbish. But it's a long through ball from Germany. He's got to be offside, surely. Oh. Yeah, he was well offside. Well offside. Although, no, actually, probably closer than I thought it was. In fairness, Gunn did well to come out. It was called into action quite early on. They did ask for the offside, and he was. Oh, it hit his face, I think, Gunn. I think he was probably actually lucky. Yes. Came off his head rather than a good save, but fair play to him. But it did look miles offside, and it was offside, but a lot closer. Kate, hello, Kate. How are you? Yeah, there's football on in the summer, isn't there, Kate? So Germany coming forward again down this near side. Oh, lovely pass. Musiala on the ball. Oh, tried to be too clever. And Porteous just stuck his foot out and stopped the ball. Do you think this could be Southgate's last tournament? Yes, I do. Well, he's said, hasn't he? He said he wanted to. He hasn't. His contract runs out, so it's whether he will sign another one. I wouldn't be that upset if he doesn't, but I'm one of the few people that actually quite like Southgate as an England manager. Yes, he did, James. Originally, he looked way off, but yes, he was offside. It was a good call. Of course, we've got VAR in this competition. Of course, we have. Why wouldn't we have? Just put the camera there. I'm doing very well, Kate. Nice to be back in the Premier League, even if it's only for one season. Foul to Germany on the near side. Hate this in tournaments when you watch these foreign teams. They go down quicker than a bride's knickers on the wedding night. Now, you can tell this German crowd is up for it. Oh, good defending. Yeah, excellent defending there. That was McGregor. Oh, it is really good defending. I mean, at the moment, it's all Scotland, which you would expect. I have the Euros to enjoy in the morning and the Copa America to stress in this edition. In this competition. So American edition. Love it, Nate. Love it. Yeah. If you're staying in for the match, Nate, if you can keep an eye on obviously any spoilers or anything, that would be great. Thank you, Kate. Thank you very much. I think with this points deduction, we probably won't be there long. But I've got to say, the first 4 minutes, it's probably mainly been Germany. Neuer hasn't really had much to do, just pick up the odd loose ball. But you'd expect that. You would expect that. You know, Germany are at home. They want to get off to a good start. But like I say, they are perennial slow starters. Cheers, everybody. Oh, now Scotland have got the... Oh, no. Defended well, but again, from Germany there, from Robertson. No problem, Nate. I'm here as well, so... So it's a throw-in to Scotland, almost level with the penalty box. Headed away by Germany, back in by Scotland, and it's head tennis at the moment. Havertz is down, but it's Germany who are playing on. Oh, but again, great defending there from Porteous. And I have a feeling, unfortunately, I think Scotland, everybody's been saying about the Scottish defence, but I've got to say, in these first, I know it's only 5 minutes in, but they've defended well, and now they're coming away down the far side. Oh, it's a lovely through ball, but it's just a little bit too hard. That's a shame there for Scotland. That was a lovely through ball down the left side, but it was just a little bit too much weight on it. So just inside the German half with the German team at the moment. Playing on to the other side. Scots are there, and you can hear the noise the Scots fans are making as well. They've got great away fans, Scotland. You know, all banter aside. Chip over there. Oh, it's a lovely chip by the German players there, but they couldn't. It was. I don't know what he was trying to do there. Oh, now that wasn't a free kick. The Germans were shouting for it, but it was actually a throw into the Germans, and they have it now. But it's back on the halfway line in the centre circle. 7 minutes gone. Opening matches are usually very cagey, aren't they? They're usually like 0-0s, 1-1. Kate, at the moment, looking at the way the groups are, group stages, it will mainly be Scotland and England. I do want the summer off. I'm going on holiday in September for like a month, so I need to sort of start getting things ready for that. Buy clothes that fit me, get me body bikini ready. But no, it will be England and Scotland in the group stages. I may do the odd other one if I'm bored, but Leicester are keeping me busy at the moment with their manager search. When we get through to the knockout stages, depends how long Scotland and England are in. But if there's big games like France get Germany or Italy get Spain, that sort of thing, then I'll probably cover those as well. Yeah, you're quite right there, James. You're quite right. Yeah, and if you can keep an eye on the spoilers as well, please, James, that'd be very much appreciated. It's nice to have you back, James. Nice to have you back. I've got to say, it's been mostly Germany at the moment, but Scotland, you know, they've had the chances. They've had a couple of breakaways, and I think that's what Germany will have to do. They'll have to look on the at the breakaways. Yeah, they've got 4 at the back, Germany, with 2 just sat in front of that. So they've got a lot of players at the back. Thanks, Kate. You've been welcome in whichever ones you'd like to join us for. So a lovely ball down the far side for Germany. Scotland have got numbers back, though. But like James said, it's all about getting the first win, especially when it went for the home team as well. I think that's important to try and get off to a good start. Trying to be too clever there, and Scotland are able to get it away. Long ball up, but well defended by the last German. Headed clear. I'm going to have to get another cider in a minute. And I've had this once before. It's brothers. Oh, it's a goal! It's a goal in off the post for Wirtz. Just literally 2 seconds or so before the 10-minute mark. And it is Germany 1, Scotland 0. I guess you could say it was coming, but a bit unfair on Scotland. But it is 1-0. So it's a goal, and I've just realised I haven't got the score up, have I? Let me just do this now then. I mean, it was... Nobody was picking him up. Oh, Gunn got a hand to it, put it onto the post. But the Scottish defender, number 13, McTominay, he turned to the ball. Why do defenders do that? Are they all pussies or what? Put your body in the way of the ball. Oh, so annoying. But again, I mean, I think that was basically Scotland's. They made their own downfall there because they weren't being picked up. The goal scorer. So it's 1-0 already. That is the worst thing that could have happened for Scotland. Now we'll see what Scotland are made of. Yeah, I agree, James. Agree. But I think you got to say that Germany didn't pick him up. And why do defenders, and not just the Scottish defenders, obviously, but defenders in general, you know, when you look at when Leicester won the FA Cup, the goal we scored, the defender turned on the ball so that, you know, you would get your body in the way. I think it was McTominay. If he'd stayed facing that way, the ball would have probably hit him and gone wide. Yeah, exactly. And like I say, it's not just Scottish defenders, don't get me wrong. You know, I'm talking that this happens in all games all over. I don't know why defenders do it. You know, what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to get winded. Just going to put my light on. I'll be back. There you go. You can see me now in full colour. And you can see me moves as well. Don't like that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Don't know why teams do that. But Scotland have. I think they've only got themselves to blame. And of course, Germany have now got the confidence. So it's all work now for Scotland. Christie's up and about. They have made it just so much worse for themselves. As I say, James, it baffles me. If you don't want to do that, why are you playing the game of football? Anyway, there we go. Germany 1, Scotland 0. Coming up to the first quarter of an hour. Yeah. So I've noticed this, and they just said here on the BBC, Scotland are beginning to sit deeper and deeper. Of course, Germany now, it says just a waiting game for them. James says what we needed was to get the first goal. Yes, indeed. But now Germany scored first. We have to come out and they'll just swarm around us. Yeah, that is the problem, isn't it? Because you've got to go forward now and you're just going to leave yourself open at the back. And you need to do... That was a lovely move then by Scotland, but they just gave the ball away. But look, it's a long game. The first sixth of it, if you like, has now gone. And it's to say Germany that are leading 1-0. But we've still got 5/6 left. Now, Chris Sutton here, James, is interesting. Chris Sutton is saying, could Gunn have done better? He got his hand to it. I don't think he could have done better, in honesty. I think he was let down by his defenders. Be interesting to see what you think. At the moment, Germany are just passing it around at ease. Booted up by Neuer. And it's out. It's a Scotland throw just inside their own half on the far side. I thought Scotland had been doing all right up until that point. That's the disappointing thing for them. And again, it cut out there, the long ball forward by Germany, but then they lose it. And then they give it back to Germany. No, I agree. James, I agree with you. Bloody hell, this side is strong. No, I agree with you. I wouldn't put the blame on Gunn. Half an hour to wait now till I can go and get another drink. Germany at the moment looking very comfortable on the ball. Scotland can't really get a touch at the moment. Oh, Gunn, well out of his in. He had to come well out of his goal because it was a long ball forward, the Germans, and they've done that a couple of times, the ball over the top. It was being chased on, There's a defender and an attacker striking, and Gunn had to come out, and he did well. Again, they're asking, was it a mistake to leave Billy Gilmore out? Of course, hindsight is a wonderful thing. 74% possession to Germany at the moment, 26% to Scotland. As they come forward again, this could be a second. Oh, I think they've wasted the chance, or have they? No. 18 minutes gone, and it is now 2-0. And this, I'm sorry, Scotland, I'm sorry, James, but this could end up being a rout. It was a lovely move by Germany. I thought the guy on the right that got the ball was going to put it in himself, but he didn't. He turned. I just said then, I thought that maybe he wasted the chance, but wow, did he bury it? Bury it. Great finish, James, as you say. Absolutely great finish. It was a lovely turn by the German player there. Easily offside. Why wasn't that cut out? The through pass, number 7, plays it back. Oh, beautiful finish. Beautiful finish. And it's 2-0. And again, Gunn had no chance in fairness, but it is 2-0. So 2-0 it is. Andrew, hi Andrew, how you doing? Men against boys. My worry now for Scotland is that it could become embarrassing. And I don't, because I mean, like you say, it's if you want to be one of the third best to go through, that's going to be down, first of all, on points, but then it's going to be down to goal difference. And if Scotland get battered here, then that could really ruin their chances. You can't, James. At the moment, you're not. Germany are like, it's like a dog with a toy, or a cat with a mouse. It's being toyed with. But 21 minutes gone. And it is Germany 2, Scotland 0. Wow. It's been hard to sort of really digest how good Germany are. Because when you're hosting a tournament, obviously you're playing friendlies. You're not playing competitive games. They tend to go sort of under the radar. And when Scotland do get the ball, they just can't keep hold of it. You just hope that this doesn't knock Scotland's confidence too much. Yeah. Alan McCoy's just said then, you've got a mountain to climb, and they have, unfortunately. Scotland just can't deal with Germany, says Alan McCoist. At the moment, it's looking that way, James. I'm really sorry. A couple of comments here from Scottish fans. Stu in Swindon has said Scots have not got going. Scotland started this game as though they've expected to get hammered. You could see it immediately. That's a coaching management problem, surely, says Nick in Kent. James, this isn't you, is it, James? I was shocked when Gilmore was admitted, but now I'm not surprised that Scotland can't keep hold of the ball. Scotland fans saying that. And James here says, look at the way Germany press at our defenders when we're trying to play from the back. They're not giving you time at all. And that's leading to mistakes. And and desperate passes. But having said that, Scotland could break away now on the far side, run it into the German half. It's a chip into the box. What was he doing there? It was just a long chip into the box. And to be totally honest with you, no, it's a free kick to Germany. It was a shot into the pass into the box. He'd got players a lot closer. Then no way was that ball going to get through to his teammate, because he'd got 4 or 5 Germans to get it past. You know, play the simple ball, but they're not. They're trying these long passes, and you know they're not coming off. And now Germany. Oh, that was bad defending there by Scotland. This could be embarrassing. Is that a penalty? No. Oh, it is. He's given a penalty. 24 minutes. I said, is that a penalty? And I didn't think he'd given it. I think he was going to wait and see where the ball went to. But he's pointed. Obviously, this will go to VAR. Let's have a look. Ooh. I mean, it's a foul. It's a foul, but was it in the box? That is the question. I think it started outside the box, so they might have just got away with this, Scotland. VAR are checking it. It could go either way, this. %100% a foul, unfortunately, James. You're right. I'm not sure. It could go either way. And obviously, they're checking. They're taking the time. This is a ridiculous thing. Clear and obvious. What's he going to do? No, it's a penalty. Penalty. That was about a 3-minute decision. Oh, no, it's a free kick. No penalty. So it's right on the edge. No penalty. Andrew, just well, I don't know when that came up, but you've got to wait for me to say it. What it says in the top corner. No spoilers. $18 meters from the goal. They might just have got away with this, Scotland. But fair play, they didn't ask the referee to review it. They just said no, overruled it. So, don't know if you can get it up and over from this angle. Literally, it's on the box. Oh, strike, but this time Gunn got down to his right. And it was a good save. Good save. Yeah, looking back at that angle, definitely was outside. I mean, to be honest with you, had that gone, I mean, I think it's pretty much game over anyway, to be honest with you. But had that gone in, it'd be good night Vienna, wouldn't it? I think you're right, Shane. to throw in on the far side. Coming up to half an hour, just a minute and a half off the half-hour mark, and we are looking currently at Germany 2, Scotland 0. It's again easily given away there. The ball was played from one Scottish player to another. Wasn't walking up, and teammates never said what was going on behind him. And a German came round the back of him and stole the ball. Where's the shout from the teammate? Somebody said earlier, men against boys. And I'm sorry, James, but it is looking a bit that way at the moment. It could be James, yeah. I mean, that's what you don't want. A lovely ball through from Germany now. Like I say, they do love the tournament football, Germany. I mean, that last effort for me where they just gave the ball, well, didn't give the ball away. The ball was stolen off them. Can you see Scotland getting back into this? I can't. Tom English here, the BBC Scottish reporter, says, just keep the score down. And I think that is what it is. I think it is a damage limitation exercise now. Now the yellow card out. German yellow card. Andrich for a late challenge. I'd like to meet him down a dark alley. But it is 2-0 to Germany as it stands at the moment. At the moment, it's 70% possession to Germany, 30% to Scotland, give or take the odd. But, you know, Scotland can somehow get a goal. Good defending by Germany. Scotland can somehow get a goal. It makes it interesting. Put a bit of doubt in the German minds. An honest appraisal, James, and it must have hurt to say that. Scotland haven't had a shot yet. Three shots to Germany, and they put it in the back of the net twice. Germany not had a shot. Ball up into the box. Oh, I think that was offside. Oh, they put it in the net. Whether they didn't hear the whistle or not. But he'd already blown the whistle, the referee. A handball. Yeah. He went up for, I don't think it was deliberate, but it was easily was a handball. Yeah, James, I think you've hit the nail on the head there. I've written down here damage limitation by Scotland. Andrew, that would be telling. That would be telling. So, Germany 2, Scotland 0. Oh, and again, just nodded back to Neuer. And that's all he's had to do, really. Neuer, the German goalkeeper, just deal with a couple of back headers. We're into the last 15, the last third of the first half, and I've got to say it's all been Germany. Collected there by Gunn, underarm to his defender. But to be careful, Scotland at the back. They see booted out by Gunn straight to a German player. And when you look at Germany's last 5 games, I mean, they did lose to Austria, which was a surprise, but they beat France and they beat Holland. These were in friendlies. They drew with Ukraine and they beat Greece. So the Austria one was a surprise, and obviously Austria are at this tournament. Scotland, meanwhile, drew 3-3 with Norway, lost 4-0 to the Netherlands, lost 1-0 to Northern Ireland. Ouch. They beat Gibraltar. I don't think that's really much to shout about. And they drew 2-2 with Finland. Come on, half time. I need another beer. Well, another larger. Let me put it that way. Another larger. I think I want to have a lager. I think I am. Germany now. They're just sort of attacking at will. Headed clear by Scotland. Yeah, they're dealing with it. They've dealt with it well there. Fair play, Scotland. And now they're breaking on the far side, just into the German half. But they slow it down, and it's a big bump into the box again. But it's too heavy. That's not. They're not gonna score. I don't think like that. James again. So right. I said earlier, didn't I? They are the tournament team. They know how to pace themselves in a tournament, and they don't usually start well. But if this is Germany not starting well, ouch, ouch! I will say. There will be, of course, some stoppage time. The ball's all the way back to Gunn, just outside his area. Unfortunately, like a gun at the moment, Scotland are firing blanks. So 36 minutes gone. Germany have it on this near side. It's almost like they're just passing at will. Yeah, definitely, James. You're hitting the nail on the head a lot today. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. Scotland have managed to actually get the ball back, but it all goes the way back to Gunn. He has to boot it upfield because he was being cut down. Is that a foul? Yes, it is. Tar in the back of a. Oh yeah, that was easily a foul. I love the way that the players look around and go, "Me, Gov? Yes, you, mate." Tar in Adams, in the back of Adams there. If Scotland could get something now, it would be, well, I'd say it would definitely open the game up and it would make it very, very interesting. So it's a free kick halfway into the German half. It's up and high into the box. Oh, it's headed back. Porteous got to it. It was a good header back, but not one Scottish player there on the edge of the box. And from the free kick, it goes all the way back to Gunn. That was a wasted free kick there by Scotland. It was a good free kick into the box. Porteous got his head on it, but there was just no Scottish player on the edge of the box, and there was 2 Germans, and it just went straight to the Germans. Claiming for the free kick there. Scotland didn't get it. It's gone out for a German throw-in now. Who's that on the bench to the left of Steve Clark as he sits, or the right? He looks familiar. Germany coming away down the near side, just slowing it down a little bit and passing it back. John Carver, that's it. I don't know James Morrison. John Carver, bloody hell. He was Newcastle manager, wasn't he, when they were awful? Jesus. Oh, a long shot there from Germany, but it was straight down Gunn's throat. John Carver. Oh, my God, mate. Oh, my, you have my sympathy. Nice, lovely guy. Absolutely lovely guy, but, you know, he would bleed for Newcastle, but again, Scotland, can they get it away? They can, but not far enough. It's straight to a German player. Now headed clear, but only as far as another German player. Yeah, I know. Disillusioned, I think we could say, James, couldn't we? Maybe in his mind, in nobody else's. Like I say, lovely guy, don't get me wrong. And he said it as it was. The thing was, I don't think when you're that passionate about your home team, you should actually be involved in managing it or coaching it at all. But he was a coach, then he was promoted, wasn't he? We're into the last 5 minutes of the half. Germany 2, Scotland 0. And you got to say, it's totally deserved. They'll get definitely playing with a swagger now, Germany. Oh, he goes past 3 tackles there for the German player. It's chipped into the box. Oh, no. Oh, they got away with that. Hang on, it's a corner. Scotland got away with that one there. It was a lovely move by the German player. There's 3 tackles or 3 attempted tackles by the Scottish defence. They just couldn't get near him. It was passed out to the far side. It was chipped into the box, headed. Oh, Gunn should have held on to it, but he went down and saved it. And then it fell to the German player who couldn't get on the end of it. No, actually a good save in fairness from Gunn. It was lucky that it didn't fall to the German player. Oh, a possible penalty here. I don't know. I mean, the ball. I suppose it's still a penalty, even if the ball's gone away. But it had gone away from the Scot and the German player. And then it was a high boot from the Scottish player. There's a Scottish player down at the moment and a German player down at the moment. And they're just saying that the lady, I think she's an American lady, the tactical lady for ITV, is saying that it should be referred as a penalty. So he's followed through. Porteous, the defender there, number 15 for Scotland. I think he's down injured at the moment. But so is the German that he took with him, and that's why they are looking at a possible penalty. Oh, the referee is going over to the screen. He is going over to the screen here. We know what that usually means. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. It gets even worse for Scotland. Even Ali McCoist Can't be a red card. Surely that would just be double unfair on Scotland. It's off. Wow. Wow. What this is just going. I don't think it wasn't. You can't. It wasn't deliberate. I don't think he went to cause it. I think red's too. Oh, I think that's a bit. So 44 minutes gone. It's a penalty to Germany, and Scotland are down to 10. Long James, understatement of the year so far. Havertz to take the penalty. We're into stoppage time for this penalty. So Havertz against Gunn here. Wait for the referee to blow his whistle. There we go. And it's 3-0. 3-0. And I think we could say that is game over. Good penalty, I think. I don't know what to say. Oh, yeah. I mean, he went up, he stuttered, he stopped, then he went, the goalkeeper committed, and he went straight down the middle. It wasn't even a powerful penalty. Three minutes added time on. Well, this could, I mean, James, it was cool. James, I agree with you. A yellow, I think. I think it's to be red if it's intentional, and there's no way that was an intentional foul. So yellow card, yes. Penalty, yes. Oh no, nobody's giving you much of a chance in the second half. I don't blame them. Shane getting over. Kate, nightmare half for Scotland. Andrew, Scotland play like this, it could be a short tournament. Yes. I feel sorry for them because they've come, and that's a free kick to Scotland. It's come so. They've done so well to get here, and it was a great run that they went on in a tough group to get here, and then they turn up and perform like this. So free kick to Scotland here. Literally, which should be the last kick of the game. And there it is. That is half time. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris has left the building. I do need to go and water the plants, as they say, and I do need to go and get myself another drink. So I will be back. I'll be back in about 3 minutes' time. Craig hopefully will be joining us then. Don't go away. Don't you dare touch that dial. We will be back. Craig, whoa, hello. Can you hear me, mother? You got another shilling in your meter.
Oh dear! I tell you what, it's dark in here, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what? I just thought it would glow. Look, the Daffabet logo and the Bournemouth shirt. It just glows a little bit more. And of course, I look like Danger Mouse's sidekick right now. But that was close, wasn't it? That was a
I mean,
tightly fought
I'm
contest.
just pouring myself another beer. Was that? I've never gone through a
what
beer.
Beers are those?
Sorry.
What beers are those? I've never seen one of those beers. What's that? Oh, it's brothers.
Yes.
Oh, they've just changed the bloody casing of it, haven't they?
I think so, yeah. Festival. It was Festival Apple before, to be honest with you. So no,
Was
they're
it?
just giving it another.
Fair enough.
Well, it's not even. No, that's not meant even to be football. But yes, I mean, look, let's just get through a few comments. Yeah, James, thank you very much, James. As he says there, hit the subscribe button if you are new. Ben, hi Ben. Ben is in. Hey, Chris and fans, I ain't a European football fan as my country is not good enough since the Robbie team and Duff are era. Ah, yes, I get it. Robbie, yes, of course. But a Hara is a free agent out of contract. You like team. To talking Leicester, the Hungry Horse. He's making the goals for me.
Rashida Fishy.
Oh, look,
yeah.
Perfect start for Germany. It was all Germany from the start, wasn't it? And Scotland seemed to be defending well, but 10 minutes on, I mean, I said at the time, what are defenders doing turning their back on the ball? They go sideways to the ball.
Yeah.
And if you stood, if I think it was McTominay, if he'd have stood face on, it would have hit him and gone out possibly. Yes, he may have got winded, but it would have gone out. But straight away, a great start, great start for the Germans and Wirtz's goal.
Well, firstly, I want to praise Germany because I think they aren't the side that they were previously. But what they have got is they are well organised. They're always bloody well organised, aren't they? Let's be honest, they're Germans. But they're just it's just well managed, it's well controlled. They're and to be honest, it didn't surprise me. Let's come on to Scotland's defence though. Like you said, Scotland's defence has been absolutely shocking. And I mean shocking with a capital S. I tell you what, if they defend like that in the next two games, they'll come out of this group with nil points, which is what the UK is quite used to in Eurovision. But yeah, unfortunately, the man shaft has totally dicked the Tartan army so far.
Yeah, and you can't say it's not been deserved. And then Mustala 2-0, 19 minutes. That's the worst thing that could have happened for Scotland. But they hadn't got back into the game. They just weren't. I'm not saying men against boys. That'd be unfair. I mean, Scotland have done very well to get here, but it was almost like Germany were toying with them, wasn't it?
It was like if you watched. Let's pick a team that are shit. Well, not shit. Let's not be nasty to them, but let's take.
Sheffield United.
No. Let's go even further than that. Let's go with Sutton United. So Sutton United, you put them up against Manchester City. This is the sort of thing that would happen. Germany haven't been out of first gear as yet.
No.
That's what I'm worried about for Scotland because they are controlling the game. They're passing it back. I've got to be honest. Ryan Christie, at one situation, the Germans are so well set up, and Ali McCoist even said this as well. They were so well set up that he didn't know. Well, do I go there? Do I go there? There were so many options. This is what the Germans do very well. They are German. They are very well organised. That's one thing that you can't put past them. They might not be skillful. Skillful world-class players. They might have lack those at the moment, but they're always bloody well organised. And this is what the danger is because
2-0 up though, mate. We haven't got long, so 2-0 up. Penalty call.
Yes.
VAR again seemed to take too long to make a decision. No penalty, which I think was the right decision. It was just outside.
Yeah.
But interesting that because the ref had given it, I didn't think he'd given it to start with. He'd allowed play to go on, but then when there was nothing going to come of it for the Germans, he pointed to the spot. No review. They literally just said to him, "It's not a penalty."
Ryan Christie, it was a foul. Firstly, there was no doubt
Yes.
of that.
Yeah.
The referee made the right decision, and to be honest, um, it was a lot more quicker and efficient than in the Premier League. But what would have been quite good to see is the referee just run straight over to the monitor, make his own decision and his mind up, because again he's being told something by somebody who we can't even see.
Yeah.
But to be honest, Scotland did all right actually from that free kick, because it was awkward. It was awkward. Robertson puts the attacker under pressure straight away, and kind of nullified the threat a little bit. Of course, there still needs to be a save. But let's talk about that second, the second
The
penalty
second
call.
penalty. Yeah. I mean, they got away with that one.
Mhm.
43 minutes. It was a
Yep.
case of holding on at 2 would have, they would have actually wouldn't have been the end of the world, because he could have made
Yeah.
some tactical changes. But now, the penalty was given. I think it was a bit harsh. It was a penalty. Don't get me
No,
wrong.
no, no, I don't think it was harsh. I don't think it was harsh. If this
No,
wasn't
no, no.
Scotland,
I said that wrong, because I say
yeah,
what I was going to say harsh
yeah.
was it was a penalty. It wasn't. I don't think it shouldn't have been a red card.
Why?
Because I don't think there was any intent in it.
I think I think he has got, you've got a point there. He's gone for the ball, but the studs were up. And when the studs are up and you make contact with a player, to be honest, it doesn't matter who that is. It could be Scotland, it could be any team in the world. It could be against the team playing against Argentina. That, for me, is a red card. It's a dangerous tackle. Don't get me wrong, the intent wasn't to hurt the player. It doesn't seem that sort of
Yeah.
player, but the studs were up. And at that point, to be honest, Scotland have now got to manage this game out, because, of course, goal difference doesn't mean anything. It's a head to head. So, say, for example, they finish on points with Switzerland, for example. It is the games against Switzerland
Oh
which
yes,
determine
yes.
their
So it's
ranking.
in the group, but then
Yeah,
when it comes to, they've got to pick for the best 7, whatever it is. Third.
of
I want to
course,
say sixth
yeah.
place.
That's the
Then it will
danger.
come down to goal difference.
Yes, of course it will. Yeah,
Now and my worry is that if Scotland can go ahead and maybe win the other 2 games, that might put them into third. But if they get annihilated in this second half and they go in 7 or 8-0,
I think they'll get through if they win the next 2. But at the end of the day, I am worried that they're going to get annihilated, and I can see it as well. I can see them getting annihilated. It wasn't the tight game as I thought it was going to be, to be honest, Chris.
no, I'm disappointed in Scotland, to be honest with you. But like we say, it's not been easy to judge Germany, because it's all been friendlies, because they've been the host
Yeah,
team.
the
It's been hard
defence.
to judge them.
Scottish defence is shocking. To be
Yes.
honest, that is their Achilles heel, like it's our Achilles heel
Yeah.
in this tournament. But still,
Right, I'm
England's
going to
defence
let you go
is
because
much
the
bigger.
second half is about to start.
Fair enough, mate.
Um,
I shall
uh,
see you at
I
full time.
can't see Scotland getting back very quickly. Can you?
No, I think it might even be 7-0.
Yeah,
Sorry to say it. It's horrible to say it.
unfortunately, James. Yeah, but they're down to 10. Let's see what happens. Thank you very much, mate, and I'll see you at full time. And obviously, we'll have a bit longer to chat
Yeah,
then.
no problem at all. I might turn the light on for that as well.
That would be helpful. I can send you a couple of quid in the transfer it over if you want to pay the bill.
That's all right. That's all right. I'll
I'll
ask
see you
Richard
later,
the
buddy.
fishy for
Thanks
some
so
more money.
much.
All right.
Cheers.
See you, mate.
Bye. Right, let's get this set up again. Right. So they're about to make a substitute. Are Scotland, and so are Germany. So for Germany, Andrich is coming off. I think he might have been injured. Gross is coming on. So we've got 3 centre halves still on for Scotland. We've got another centre half coming on. Shea Adams has gone off. Right, let's just get this up and back into position. There we go. So substitutions there for both Germany and Scotland. So Shea Adams has come off. So that's the main attacking threat, really, wasn't it? Well, I say threat. It wasn't a threat, but you know what I mean. Scottish player down straight away here. So sorry, James, this isn't looking very good at the moment. Yeah, they are playing for pride now, as Alan McCoyster said. Yeah, so we've got Grant Hanley's on to shore up the Scottish defence, and Shea Adams is the man taken off. Oh, cross comes in. It was a good free kick, very powerfully hidden, but Germany deal with it quite easily, to be fair. Cheers, James. Good luck, mate. I think you might need this more than me. One yellow card for Germany, one red one for Scotland. I still think a red card was harsh. Wow, Shea Adams only 13 touches in the first half. No, yellow card for Scotland. Yes. Clearly a yellow card there. Anthony Ralston there for Scotland getting the yellow card. No, it's 3-0 as it stands at the moment. Just going off in the second half, and Germany coming forward again on the far side. Germany in their all-white kit with the national flag colours trim, kicking from left to right. Scotland in their dark blue, all dark blue with a bit of a yellow trim, kicking from right to left. Yeah. I didn't know you were that old, James. I didn't look that old when we did shows before. You're doomed, I tell you, doomed. Good to see you can still laugh, James, mate. Good to see you can still laugh. So let's just have a look what some of the Scottish fans are saying. Everything that could possibly have happened to Scotland has happened in the first half of the opening game. This could get ugly. That's Oliver. Unfortunately, says Stephen, the wrong tactics and team selection by Steve Clarke. He needs to ensure we're not embarrassed further by Germany and keep us in the tournament. If you can keep it to 3-0, it's not the end of the world. %24 possession. Wow. At Scotland, of course. So Rudiger tries a long shot. Oh, gonna have to go down there. Had to make the save. A long blistering thunderbolt from Rudiger. It would have gone in, but he got his. I think. Well, let's have a look from behind. Yeah, he had to make the save. So it's a corner on the far side to Germany. Remember, they're now kicking left to right. High into the box and straight over. It's going to go out the other side, is it? No, he's kept it in, the German, number 6. They've still got possession now on the near side. It's an awful corner. Chipped into the box. Oh, German went down to try and do a low header, but now Scotland can break. Oh, that's a free kick there. That should be a booking. That should have been a booking from Kroos. Oh, even a poor clearance straight to Germany. And Germany now cutting through Scotland like a hot knife through butter, hot butter through knife. Chipped over, but to nobody. It's going to be a goal kick for Scotland. Hi, Steve. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. I'm doing well. How I would be doing if this was England on Sunday night, I don't know. It's Father's Day. Just to say, though, we will be here from 7:30 on Sunday evening for Serbia against England. I'm having my Father's Day lunch with my daughter in the afternoon, well, at lunchtime. Obviously, that's why it's called lunch. But then we'll be back at 7:30 for the Serbia-England. I might be on my own because, of course, it's Father's Day, so I don't think Craig's going to be here. Oh, There we go then. The commentator just informed us it's a City of Munich's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And at the moment, I've got to say, at the moment, it's like watching an FA Cup match where Manchester City are playing Scunthorpe. You know, it's I'm sorry, James. It doesn't help the fact that Scotland are down to 10 men. That really doesn't help it at all. More optimistic than me, James. Well, James, yeah. I often wonder if you own two. Well, there are clubs that do own two teams in different countries. What is his priority going to be? And is that actually has that actually been confirmed, or has it got to await Premier League approval still? Germany corner. I mean, the stats at the moment, 72% German possession. We are 55 minutes into the game, and Scotland have not had a shot on goal yet. Oh. Now Scotland decide to put the body behind the balls. Steve says, ouch. I'm not sure regarding which of my comments. Germans now. I have to say, Craig said earlier, and he was spot on. Germany have not blocked by Scotland there from a German third, but Germany have not. They're not out of second gear. They don't have to. They don't have to though, because Germany, like I say, are down to 10 men, and it ruins the game in some ways. But obviously, you know, you could argue it was deserved, but. Chipped in here by Germany. Oh! Yeah, there should have been 4 there, I think, for Germany. Oh. Have a look. Oh, I think it hit. Did it hit the crosswork but crossbar? Be interesting to see if he does what the guy at Man United's done, because he's just sold, doesn't he? His shares in the other club that he owned in France. Oh, yes. No, but it is, and I'm not being disrespectful to Scotland. I mean, I had them coming second in the group. What do I know? But when you're down to 10 men, there's not really an awful lot you can do. It does any game plans out the window. You are holding on. You know, when you're 3-0 down and it's 10 men, the game's over. It is. The game is over. If it was 1-0 and you're down to 10 men, you can still, you know, try and hold on. I mean, we did that during the season, and then towards the end, we just let 2 goals in about the last 5 minutes. This is save there, but they haven't got it away yet. Scotland now they have save there from Gunn. Scotland are knocking on the door here. Hey, Anthony, I think so. Crossed in again. Oh, headed clear by Scotland, have they? They're hanging on, Scotland, hanging on here. Probably they maybe sort of put the bodies on the line for that first goal. But look, it's Germany in Germany. They're going to be one of the favourites to get to the final, Ant, you know. Anyway, I hope you're well, Anthony. But yeah, Steve, like I say, I was not being disrespectful to Scotland, but what can they do? when you're down to 10 men. And again, Anthony, I know what you're saying. At the moment, though, I mean, Germany, they were on top in the first half when it was 11 against 11. I think it is a case, if I'm going to be honest with you, of how many. I don't think it will stay at 3. So, cross in from Germany. I think Germany just probably all said, like, we're all having a go. Or they're just taking pot shots from a distance. And Wirtz, who, of course, he got the first goal, was way over. I just think that, you know, that is Scotland's hope at the moment, is that Germany are just taking pot shots. Because if they decide to really, really go for it, it could be awful. Long ball out from Scotland, but it just falls to a German player. Oh, Gunn comes out and does well there. Takes it just away from Havertz, was it, I think? Free kick now to Scotland. Germany going to make another substitution. They're probably just giving their players a rest, to be honest with you. Another free kick to Scotland. Another yellow card for Germany. So let's have a look at the 2 substitutions for Germany. Havertz is coming off. So Havertz is off. I'll let you know once. And Wirtz is off. So the score of the first goal is off as well. So Havertz and Wirtz are off. And Füllkrug and Sane are on. Finally, they put it up 5 minutes after they've actually done the substitutions. Oh, free kick for Germany, completely, utterly wasted. Now with fresh legs, Germany are breaking. Oh, this could be... Oh, what was that? Poor effort from Germany. But Scotland were just cut open there. Sane there. I mean, he tapped it. It was like me playing FIFA, having a shot at goal, and you pass it instead of kicking it. Very, very briefly, Steve. He's in talks. But Cooper's had talks, and so has the guy from West Bromwich Albion, whose name eludes me at the moment. Corberon, that's it. But all I'll say is, at the moment, we've not heard that he's not turned it down yet. So maybe he is interested. I don't know. I was hoping it'd be sorted out by today for the transfer window opening. Not that we've got a lot of money to spend on transfers, of course. So Germany, they're just playing it around. Oh, a high cross into the box, headed clear by Scotland, but it's at the expense of another corner. Coming up to 65 minutes. Just said then, Germany, like I said earlier, they've only played friendly games for the last 18 months. So corner for Germany, comes in from their number 8. Oh, headed clear, but only as far as it. Oh, Germany are trying these pot shots, and I know they don't need to because they're 3-0 up, but they're never ever going to. They're never going to score. If I'm honest with you. So Gilmour is finally coming on for Scotland. McGregor is going off. Not had the best of games. So McGregor and McGinn are going out, the two Mucks. McGregor and McGinn are going off. Gilmour and McLean are coming on for Scotland. So 67 minutes gone, 3-0. Yeah, Cooper's been interviewed, Nate. Germany coming forward now. Oh, a lovely ball. Loft. Yo, 4-0. What a move. What a move. Absolutely. It was easy, easy, easy. Oh. Thought they lost it. Hey, Bob, no, they won't. What a goal, exactly. What a goal. 4-0, 67 minutes gone. Let's have a look at this goal. Played it into the box. Thought he'd lost it. It was almost like it ended up being a back pass rather than actually losing it. And then it was just such a beautiful shot for the number 9 there. What a shot. I mean, it was like... full cook there. So it's 4-0. $12 goals in 17. Let's just do this again. So 4-0. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. I don't think there's many teams, even with 20 on the pitch, James would have got that, would have stopped that going in. No, he wasn't going to stop that. He wasn't going to stop that. You're right. Now Germany still coming now. They sense. Oh, they just let that go out. It's no good. There's no point in breaking a sweat here. You're 4-0 up. I mean, it was a shame because the German guy had stumbled over it. It then came off the number 5 for Scotland. 110 kilometers an hour. Whatever that is in miles per hour. Speed of that shot. 4-0. German fans enjoying themselves. So it's 4-0. I mean, this is Scotland's most difficult game in this group. Obviously, you got Hungary and you've got Switzerland. Just saying then that the manager, Scottish manager, aiming at 4 points. Excuse me. Alan McCoy is speaking a lot of sense. He's one of the best analysers. You've got to win at least one game. And I know Steve Brown said, Craig Brown, sorry, said he wanted 4 points. You got to they've got to actually beat Hungary or Switzerland. That is without a doubt. Can they do that? Yes, they can. Look, you're up against the German side here at home, wanting to make an impression in the first game. You've had a player sent off. Forget this, put it to bed, and you go again. The corner now. Number 5, Handley, heading the cross behind. The other substitute for Germany. One of the best players for Germany. Their number 10 is coming off. Musella is off. Muller is on. Yes, I loved Question of Sport at that particular point. I can't remember who the other opposing captain was. Rugby player of some sort. I mean, I can remember going way back to Emlyn Hughes. That's how far I go back with Question of Sport. But yeah, that was it went downhill after that. I haven't watched it since. Adam McCoy was brilliant on that, and he's brilliant on Talk Sport as well. And we thank Talk Sport for supporting this channel. Yeah, that's it. That's the one, mate. Matt Dawson. I thank Talk Sport for supporting the channel via their podcast system. We are on their fan network, and if you do go onto the Talk Sport website, they do have a page for the fan network, and you can find all the different fan networks from the clubs that they've got associated with that. Oh, it has gone in, and it's 5 on 75 minutes. Fulcook gets his second. I wasn't sure that was going in then, to be honest with you. Well, it could be offside though. Oh, I mean, he'd gone for the goal. It had come off the Scottish defender. Thought it was going to go up on the bar. It's offside. Back down to 4. Saved there. I mean, that was a Coxsworth offside. I mean, Gunn could have done, maybe done better with it. So Stock McTominay is coming on for Scotland. McKenna, Tierney is going off. McKenna is coming on. Sorry, giving me wrong information there. And now my link has decided not to work. So Scotland get away with one there. Yeah, Scott McKenna's come on. No, it was almost like a free hit for you, wasn't it? Wasn't it, James? Just try and get my link back up again. So, just as I joined, Germany had another chance and they got a corner. Yeah, just showing the offside for that 5th goal. He was offside. Bob, yeah. Tony Cruz is off. And Can is on. Can score a goal. Can. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make my own entertainment up here. Yeah, I've got Switzerland coming bottom of the group, Bob. Now Germany coming away again. Scotland getting numbers back though. It's crossed into the box. Oh. Yeah, he didn't quite react in time there, the German striker. We are into the last 10 minutes plus stoppage time. Another substitute coming on now for Scotland. Shankland is coming on. Christie is coming off. Oh, excuse me. That's the sort of game it's been. Sorry, James. This was, like I say, this possibly was a free hit for you. Certainly the next two games will decide your fate more than this one. This was never going to decide whether you go through or not. Scotland, no, breaking away. Lovely through ball onto the far side. Chipped into the box. Oh, it comes off a German defender. And they able to get it away. And they now could break, as they do down this near side. Yeah, three defenders on him then, Sane, the German striker. Booted long, but no Scottish player in the even in the German half. So here we go. Germany now. Will they get the fifth? They're just walking the ball around now, Germany. Oh, shot in there, but it was Gunn stood his ground and took an easy catch at the end. %94 accuracy for Germany. 564 passes completed. Scotland 77% and 174. Wow, what a difference there on the passes completed. A fly. So Germany now. Oh, couldn't get the ball into the, well, it was in the box, but he couldn't get it across the box. That's gone out. Is that a German throw in, I think? Yeah. So Germany attacking again. Goes down in the box. Is a half-hearted appeal for a penalty, but it's never going to get it. Alan McCoy has just said he doesn't think Scotland could be as poor as this again. Well, they're down to 10 men. We've got to remember that. Germany now coming back again. Oh, the shot again. It's way high. Yeah, 72% possession for Germany. 18 shots for the Germans. No shots at all for Scotland. That is embarrassing at this level. That was England, I'd be going mad. Even with 10 men, you've got to have a shot. Neuer is never going to have an easier game than this. Oh, Scotland have got one back. Scotland have got a goal. Totally against the run of play on 86 minutes. Scotland have got something to celebrate. "4-1. Let's have a look at this. It was from a free kick on this side. Whipped into the box. Let's have a look. Oh, it's an own goal, I think. It's played in. It's headed on by a German. Ah, number two. Number 2 own goal. And that is 4-1. Oh, we're looking at offside. They're checking the goal. It is a goal. It's been given. You know what? My goal video is getting its use tonight. 5 goals. 4 to Germany, 1 to Scotland, and it was an own goal. Rudiger. So we've got 90 seconds of normal time coming up. Germany now. It's not been a case of poking the bear here for Scotland. They have got a goal. Oh, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. It would probably be on. Well, yes, of course, it would be on the front page. I don't know that it would be the front page of the Daily Record, will it, tomorrow? So Germany now crossing it into the box. It's not gone out for a corner, but it's an offside, I think. Thomas said it's a cracking own goal. Paul B, no luck finish from Rudiger. Oh dear. Leanne Crichton, former Scotland international, has said we'll take it. Look, you take it. Celebrate it. It's not your night. 3 minutes. So 5-4, James. I don't think you're going to do it in 3 minutes, are you? I went 3-1. I wasn't far off. The one thing that was noticeable, it says here, when that goal went in, is that they jumped up and celebrated. I would say about 3,000 pints of beer went flying. So what can... is it just going to play out? 90 seconds left. Just under. Probably going to play out now to 4-1. And deserved, like I say. Yeah, the commentator just said here, it's the teams with very good defences that usually go on and win tournaments. Alan McCoy just said, yes, of course it is. I mean, that's a bit of a Michael Owenism, isn't it? Good play here by Scotland. Well, it is 5 now. Literally, the commentator just said they've got to try and keep it down. And they didn't. It was again, Germany just literally played it through that Scottish defence. 5-1. Whoa. So 5-1. It was a cracking goal from number 25 for Germany. Literally. Again, the players turning the back on the ball. I got a hand to it, Gunn. That was unfortunate. And it's over. That is full time. And it is 5-1. Maybe not, mate. Maybe not. Right, it's the end of the game. It's 5-1. Bad luck, Scotland. 10 men. It was always going to be difficult. We will be back shortly after I have gone and done, obviously, my ablutions. I will see you in a little bit.
The TalkSport Fan Network is the ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts,
including Leicester Till I Die, independent analysis and reaction for the Foxes faithful.
The TalkSport Fan Network.
Unbeatable club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Follow the podcast on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Well, there we go. 5-1. And I could guess that's as easy a game or one-sided a game as you are going to see in these finals. Matt, you're a bit early, mate, but, well, let's not keep him waiting, because just as you said that, up he popped. He had his Viagra, and in he came. And he's still not put any money in that meter.
No, they're the fucking light bulbs on it. It's one of those energy-saving light bulbs. And
oh my God! You should have put it on yesterday. It would have been all right by now.
Well, it's slowly getting there. But hang on, let me turn up the brightness on the computer. Let me see whether or not that works. Oh, look at that!
If you go outside, mate, there's probably a lamp post outside you can sit under. James, mate, thank you very much for being here. Thank you a lot. You've kept your chin up. You've got 2 games. 4 points is achievable. That should see you through, in my opinion. And I think tonight, and let me make this your first question,
Go on.
Craig. Was that a free hit for Scotland?
To be honest, James, shouldn't be too disheartened, because I think in the second half, Scotland showed what they were all about. If they had come out with that sort of style tonight, I think it would have been a lot different game. To be honest, defensively, it was very, very poor in the first half. It was tightened up. They played better with 10 men than they did 11. I thought the back, the defensive players in that first half were shocking. Ryan Christie, I've got to be honest, didn't have one of his best games. But second half, the whole side was a lot better. And I think, to be perfectly honest, I think, they could, they could get, the results to get them through. I think personally, they've got to beat the Swiss. That is number one priority. Hungary is going to be a challenge. They've lost 1 game in 18. They are going to be a difficult side, but there's no reason why they can't. And, I think that second half, there's a little bit of optimism that the Scottish fans should have, as opposed to the first half, which, let's be honest, I wow, I thought they were going home, and there was little fucking point of continuing. So,
look, we're talking 46 minutes with 10 men. It was, I mean,
they played much better with 10 men. They played much better, but that Porteous, he plays in Saudi Arabia. I can see why he plays in Saudi Arabia, because he's not very good. That's me being truthfully honest. I think personally, it would be better to get some. This is the problem. This is why Jordan Henderson was right not to go, because you play against shit players. I'm sorry, but the Saudi League has got some way to go to be at the levels of the Premier League, or even the Championship, or even League One. You could be like a Ronaldo. You could be a fantastic player. But if you're playing against players who aren't testing you, you are not going to stay at the top of your game for long. Whereas if you are playing in the Premier League, and you are playing against the cream of the crop, then you are going to get better. That is my honest opinion. With all these players going for a payday, I can understand, it from a financial benefit, and the career is only so long. But personally, it does not do anything for the longevity of their career. Look at, to be honest, I didn't even think he was Thomas Muller. Thomas Muller come off the bench for Germany. How old is he? I think he's almost as old as you, Chris, isn't he?
No need for that.
He's probably younger than me, to be fair.
I open my show for you to come on and you just insult me. Yeah,
you love it, really. You love it.
I think. Oh yeah, look, we both give as good as we get, and that's what we love.
Oh, actually, Thomas Muller is younger than me. So yeah, I can't bloody speak, can I?
No.
I'm an old bastard like you.
I still think when you look at the 3 games,
yeah.
If this was England in Scotland's position, I would look and I would have probably said, right, Germany is the one we can't afford to lose. You know what I mean? It's the most likely one. I think from Scotland's point of view, you're playing their home nation. They, like you said, I think you said right at the start, they want to win. They want to get the crowd behind them.
Yeah.
It was always going to be a difficult shout out for Scotland.
I'm worried about them after that, actually. I'm worried about the Germans, not because they are the most, skillful. They haven't got the best players. They're organised. Let's be honest. That is what the Germans do. Let's be
They're
honest.
A tournament team. We've said this so often.
Let's be honest. Germans are the most organised group of people in the world. They make the best cars. Let's be honest. They're most organised football teams. You can't tell me every German team that's won a tournament is been full of the best players. I personally, and I know this sounds really stupid, but when they won it in 2014. I don't think they had the best players, but they had the most organised setup.
Yeah. The thing with Germany, they are the sum of all their parts, aren't they?
Exactly, and that's what you need to be. That's why you've seen so many great teams, get out of the championship, for example, because a team will be built. Look back at when we was promoted. Nobody saw that in a million years. Little old Bournemouth, we was a fish out of water in the championship, for God's sake. But what Eddie had built was a squad, a togetherness, all the parts of the jigsaw. Whereas the last time we went up, and this isn't me because of course we still got promoted under him. It wasn't that jigsaw. I think it was Scott Parker throwing cards down at the table, and luckily they all fell.
Yeah,
correctly. They might not have, because Leeds have done that, and they didn't fall. So, and Belgium are a good example of that. Belgium, quality players. The Dutch have done it before, where they've had quality players. The Dutch had probably the best team in the world at one point.
If I can just kind of drag you back to Germany, Scotland, though.
No, but that's the whole point I'm making, is because, don't get me wrong, Germany were good tonight, but it's because they're most organised. That German team, on paper and individually, they're not the best.
I'm not saying that you could have answered that with just Germany, the most organised team.
No, but I'm giving examples. Belgium's won. Netherlands have won. Let's be honest, England.
Let's go into the second half. Let me please drag you back.
Go on, wind me back.
I love you.
Bloody points.
You take me off down so many dark alleyways.
I hope not. I'll tell you what, that'd be a bit creepy, wouldn't it?
Half-time substitution. Hanley came on for Shea Adams. Shea Adams had only had 13 touches in the first half.
That's because he's shit.
Well, all right. Let's take your Southampton hating glasses off.
He's still shit. I just don't rate him.
No, but
I don't rate him, Chris.
Look at this, though. Look at this. This is the whole game. Now, if this was England, I would be going absolutely bananas. Germany, 20 shots, 10 on target, 5 off target, and 5 blocks. That was only because in the second half they were just shooting from anywhere because they were, it was over at half time, wasn't it? Scotland, 1 shot, and that was off target.
I tell you what, Che Adams did nothing. I think my grandma would have done more in that match, and she's 89 years old and can hardly walk. But you know what? The point I'm making here is, I personally think that Che Adams was poor. He was shit. He was shit. Scotland had no attacking prowess. They had no defence. The only strength was in the midfield. But I don't even think Christie was really up to it today. Oh, yeah, Chris, if Paddy chats shit, he gets barred. I tell you what, I've gone full Paddy. What glasses do you think? Actually, I've got another pair of glasses. Goggles for You is the place where I get them from.
Is
You know,
it?
yeah.
I was going to say, all I was going to say was, can I have 2 pints, please?
Fuck off. Deirdre Rashid glasses.
Yeah,
Although saying that, they look a little bit.
I've got the 70s retro look here.
Well, you know what the problem is, Chris? Is the hair is growing on the sides, but round the tuft at the top. You know, if it all growed at the same pace, it would be all right. So I'm trying.
It's because it's that headboard, mate. You need to change headboards. But look, talking
oh, for fuck's sake, you're making something dirty again. You just keep banging my head against it.
but look, like I say, to me, having 1 shot in the whole game, even when it's 10 men, that is just poor. Now, look, if I was Scotland, like I say, I would have looked at this game and went, right, this is the one. If we're going to lose one, this is the one. You know, we would expect to lose, so therefore, if we lose, it's not a surprise. But we're still going to go out and give it a fair shot. I would expect more than 27% possession. I would expect more than 1 shot that ended up off target. I would expect more than 2 touches in the opposition box. What? Neuer did not have to make a save in that game.
It was terrible. It was terrible. The thing was the German players, the ball was sticking to their feet. They knew where they were going. They knew who they were passing it to. They were compact. They were organised. They knew what they were doing. Scotland, it was like a bit of a. If you imagine, you get 11 youngsters, never played together, down a park on a Saturday afternoon. You got the jumpers for the goalposts. You got dog shit in the middle of the park. That's basically what it was. It was kind of hit and hope it. It didn't stick to their feet at all. They didn't know what the next move was going to be. And to be honest, that falls down on the manager. But personally, defensively, we know that Scotland are a lot better than that defensively. I thought they were, honestly, there's no words for that defensive performance in the first half. It was just, there is a word for it. Absolutely shit. It was terrible.
That's 2 words.
Well, yeah, it's 2 words.
I mean, Scotland were poor. And they did say during that game, could Scotland be any worse than this? And I don't think they probably could. And look, Germany, as good a performance as it was, it looked better than it actually was because I think Scotland were poor. They couldn't hold on to the ball. They couldn't pass the ball. I mean, I think they had 174 completed passes to Germany's 574.
I disagree with you on that, though, that it looked better than it was. I think the Germans, don't get me wrong. They haven't got the best players at this tournament. They've got Toni Kroos, yes, fantastic. Kai Havertz, we know what Muller can do, but he's
But look, what I'm trying to say is San Marino would have beaten Scotland tonight.
Yeah, well, to be honest, they would have put up, Scotland wouldn't have rolled them over like we have in the past. I think Germany were very, very well organised, and that is the difference in tournament football.
They were well organised, but they still didn't have to get out of second gear.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They didn't.
No team that plays in second gear should look good. But Germany
Yeah.
were only in second gear and they still looked good. And Scotland can't be that bad again. Well, they are. They're coming
I'm
home.
just looking at their team, right? And they have got enough decent quality on the bench. I'm not an expert with Scotland. You probably need to ask Doug for that. But to be honest,
I agree.
they've got enough quality and strength on the bench that they could, that Porteous was poor, absolutely terrible. Hendry, he's no Colin Hendry. I can assure you of that. I don't think he was very good. Ralston, I didn't think particularly was that great. McGinn did all right. I think McGinn's good. Tomini, okay, did all right. Made the mistake, but yeah, did all right. Robertson, I think he commanded things, but the rest of them, Ryan Christie included on this, it was as if they had never played together, and that falls down. That falls down on Steve Clarke. He is a manager who, um, I just don't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's the most astute manager out there. So yeah,
No, I mean,
personally,
when you
very,
look
very
at his
disappointed.
history and where he's been, etc. No disrespect, but yeah, he's not. He's no Jose Mourinho, is he? Let's be honest. But
No, 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 no. Nowhere, nowhere near.
question I've got
I
to say is, as
mm,
things stand, and it's going to be hard because we've not seen Switzerland and Hungary. They obviously play tomorrow.
yeah.
Can Scotland get out of this group as it stands with the way with what we've seen tonight?
Play like they did in the second half
Hmm.
is possible. Play like they did in the first half, they're going to go home with nil points. It's going to be like Eurovision all over again. So what they need to do is they need to, of course, it's the Swiss up next, isn't it, for Scotland? I think
Well,
it's
let's
the
have a
Swiss.
look. That's my next slide. It
Yeah.
is on Wednesday at 8 o'clock.
See, that is a must win because I think Switzerland are probably the weakest side in the group. But then they have to go and get something from Hungary. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they can get a little bit of momentum from that Switzerland game and can get themselves across the line and get something in that Hungary game. They might need to win both of those games because of their goal difference now. It is -4. Like you rightly said, they could get the third place playoff, over Switzerland. That's all well and good. But if you then go into effectively the third of, well, try and be for one of the best third place teams. That's such a bloody mouthful, isn't it?
Oh, it's ridiculous. It really is. And if we have a look, I've
Mm,
actually got here. I mean, this is how it works out. This is what happens. The top two in each group, plus the four best third place teams, like you say, it's a mouthful, go through.
yeah.
Why? Why have they got to make it complicated? Why don't you just put, I don't get it. It's like having a mini playoff section, isn't it?
I've got to be honest. I've got to
Now,
be
sorry, just
honest.
before you do that, let me
Go
just
on.
run through this. Now, if teams finish level on points in the group stage, UEFA will say the following criteria are applied in this given order: the high number of points obtained in the matches played amongst the teams in question, then superior goal difference for matches played amongst the teams in question, and the high number of goals scored in matches played amongst teams in question. So that's not Scotland against Hungary or Switzerland. That's Scotland against whoever comes third or fourth in whatever,
Yeah,
That if they
exactly.
do, I mean, Scotland with performances like that might not even become one of those four third place teams.
Well, exactly. The goal difference has already taken a hit, so they need to get some decent results against Switzerland and Hungary. Lose one of those games, it's to curtains. Personally, in my view, They
I mean,
have
it even
to.
goes down to lower disciplinary points total, and we've got a red card already, so that even goes against them.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
And then
I
it's down to position in overall European qualifying ranking. I mean, he's not going to get to that point, obviously.
No,
But,
it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult for them. They can't lose a game now. They
no,
have to get results in both of their final remaining 2 games. But why can't they? Why can't they? I think though they have to show that second half performance if they want to get anywhere, or have a chance of getting anywhere. It's a real shame. It's a real shame because I expected more from Scotland tonight. I thought that they were going to put up a fight. Don't get me wrong. I half expected, Germany to beat them, but
yeah.
not in the manner that they have done tonight.
Ash is in. Thought you were going to Australia. Not yet, young man. Not yet. I am going to Australia in September. So it'll be Leicester games I'm missing, not the Euros. I'm here for the Euros, but I'm not covering every single game like I sometimes do. When we get through to the quarters and the round of 16 and all them, I might cover one or two others. But in the group stages, it's just Scotland and England. Talking of England, and why shouldn't we? Because we can't be as bad as Scotland. We got Serbia on Sunday at 8 o'clock, which is Father's Day. We then got Denmark with a couple of Leicester players in there. Of course, we Mads Manson, although it'll probably be Schmeichel that's starting. Don't know where he's playing now, Schmeichel, to be honest with you. We've also got Vestergaard, will probably be in the defence there. And on Tuesday, we've got Slovenia. Should get through the group, but look, you can never tell, can you? You can never tell.
I think the most dangerous game out of those, to be honest, I'm not worried getting out of this group. If we don't get through this group, I think Gareth Southgate should be paraded live on TV. Because it would be an embarrassment. Personally, Serbia, they're not the side that they used to be. They have got a threat in Mitrovic.
No,
As long as we
they
know,
were disappointing at the last World Cup. I thought they'd go further.
Well, we've just got to make sure we manage him. Denmark are the biggest danger. Let's be honest. We know all about Denmark. We have got a good record against them. So if we do beat them, I think that'll be fine. I think we'll be through. And then Slovenia. To be honest, I don't even know where bloody Slovenia is actually. And
just go right as you look at the map. Just go right of the Czech Republic, and it's around that area somewhere. To be honest with you,
is it next to Slovakia? Just to confuse us.
Sorry,
is it next to Slovakia? Just to confuse.
I'm not exactly 100% to be sure, but
Slovenia to Slovakia.
I tell you what, it's not really the what I wanted to spend the evening thinking.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to bloody tell you now.
I've got to say, I'm going to end with a tune. If I go. What's that tune got to do with today's game?
I'm not sure.
Well, in the 93rd minute, can score.
Dear, oh dear, that is terrible. Oh, and by the way, if anybody wants to know how close Slovenia is to Slovakia, you have to go through Austria. See, this is an educational channel as well.
It is.
Let's do it till I die, and up the cherries in all departments. Educational channel.
Not up the cherries in all departments. It's up the cherries now. You've rebranded.
Up the cherries, yes.
The cherries.
So effectively, you've got Austria and Hungary in the way, but yeah.
Well, shutting down because you're going to talk for 10 minutes about Austria now, so I'm going to cut you off.
You cheeky shit.
You do exactly what Brad does. You make a point, but when you're making that point, you then go off and you turn about 20 examples in to make the point, and you forget what the original point was. But I love you, mate. I love you, mate. Thank you so very much. We may or may not see you tomorrow night. Up the Cherries. That's where people
Up
can
the
find
Cherries,
you.
yes.
Correct. Tell us about it.
Oh, so Up the Cherries is a channel which we interview special guests. We've got our opposition.
Nobody's really interested. We'll mute him. Get over to get up the. Will you stop? I'm trying to unmute you. Unmute yourself for fuck's sake. Oh, he's unmuted. He's muted himself. I can still never read what you're saying.
Oh, there we are. Harry Redknapp. We've also had Richard Archer from Hardfi. We've had Tom Mears.
Anyway, we can do that all together now. Get over there, give him your support. Up the Cherries. I've taken myself out then as well. He's a good friend of the channel. Thanks very much, Craig, mate. Do get over, give him your support, like I say. And do check out the show that he did yesterday on Up the Cherries. Just type in Up the Cherries on the YouTube, and you will find our predictions from last night. Thanks very much, Craig. I will see you all tomorrow. No, I'm having a day off tomorrow. I'm actually going to have a day off tomorrow. I will see you on Sunday at what time? 7:30 for the 8 o'clock kickoff and of England first game. Can we do it? Can't be as worse as Scotland. I had Scotland coming second in this group. I'm now thinking, but look, it was Germany. I will see you all then. Thanks to Craig for popping in, and I will see you then. Have a good weekend. If you're a Scottish fan, go and have a beer. Get over it. It was Germany. It was never going to be your finest moment, was it? And I will see you on Sunday. Take care. Goodbye now.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network.
TalkSport. Powered by fans.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.